It would be really inconvenient if we lost this bridge. We use it around here on a daily basis to get our children to school, go to work.
Anyone that first sees the bridge as they come down the road can't fail to be moved by it.
People living in the area have a great affection for the bridge. The thought of it being lost to the communities, I think, was difficult to comprehend.
It joins not only two communities, but two countries. It joins Scotland and England, and it's a union bridge. It's strength and unity, if you like. That's where we want to be.
I always think to myself, I spent so much time when I was at school sitting in a classroom learning about the Industrial Revolution, and it was here on my doorstep and I didn't realise it.
So it was the first suspension bridge in the world for vehicular traffic, and it's the oldest one still in use today, as recently recognised by the Guinness Book of Records.
When it was built, it was the world's largest suspension bridge. And there are only 14 bridges that have held that title, and they include things like the Golden Gate Bridge, the Brooklyn Bridge, the Humber Bridge, and more recently, the Akashi Bridge in Japan.
It's 200 years old. It was designed by Captain Sam Brown. It replaced a Ford, which was dangerous to use at certain times of the year, but was essential for getting materials across the river.
A long time ago, the bridge started to fall into disrepair. What became the Friends of the Union Chain Bridge, that group of people, obviously felt that something should be done.
The Friends were formed from a group of interested local people in 2014, and we started making representations to the two local authorities on both sides of the river at about that time.
For example, going to the local MP with a petition and thinking, well, please listen, please do something.
And then we very quickly actually got the owners of the bridge, Scottish Borders Council and Northumberland County Council, to come together with Museums Northumberland to make a pitch to the National Lottery Heritage Fund. And that was successful. And then that started to build momentum.
We had an option of either doing this fantastic project or managing decline, in inverted commas. And that really isn't an option for something as important as this.
We did all work together, the County Council, Scottish Borders, the Friends, local politicians, to get to a point where we've managed to secure Heritage Lottery funding to basically renew the bridge and make it good for at least another 120 years.
We're commissioned to completely strip the bridge in its entirety and bring all the components off the bridge into this compound to fully refurbish it, retreat it with paint and check its structural capability and capacity. All the metallic components we've shot blasted and then inspected for cracks and failure. If it's superficial, they'll be repaired and then repainted. If it's structural, they'll be replaced. So we have got a process where we're having new components made just in case of that event happens. It fits Spencer's work ethic to a T.
It did become clear that given where we are, the weather will be quite inhospitable during the autumn and winter months. And there's a lot of risk associated, both from weather delay and, working at height in wind and trying to, refurbish those components in situ. That's the experience that Spencer's were bringing to it.
The education outreach part of it is to do with connecting with the communities, both sides of the border, to make people feel that they're involved in the process. So we're doing a lot of work in schools, using the bridge as an engineering stimulus for science and technology and maths teaching. We're particularly looking to address the gender imbalance in STEM careers, which I know is something the Spencer Group is really keen on addressing.
We go on a meeting and there's probably 20 partners on a Zoom call, all passionate about this project and the bridge. Yes, there's a lot of local love for the bridge. So all those people need satisfying that it will be taken down safely and it will go back to its original state.
I've been very, very pleased by how Spencer have been able to talk in my language for me to understand actually the the methodology behind the restoration.
So far, they seem very professional and very accommodating and keen to work with us.
They are as passionate, I think, as we are, and that's great to see. So if the workforce are enjoying and are enthused by what they're doing, then it's got to be a good job.
I mean, we had assumed that they would simply repair the bridge, but the scheme that they came up with amounted to much more than that.
I think that the renovation is fantastic and we'll keep it going for the foreseeable future.